Hello everyone, my name is Harry and welcome back to World of Cliffhangers. Doodle was in a 1v5 in that intro, got it back to 1v1 against an artillery. If you want to know how that ended, I suggest you wait until the end of the video, or if you are a boring bastard, skip to the end. But why would you do that? Why would you skip the perfectly beautiful video I've made for you, just to see if Doodle got his Caliban elves or not? Why would you do that? You're probably already gone by this point, aren't you? Why are you so mean? Like, I put all this effort into this video, and then you just go skip it, and then you just... This is Great Cyrus playing in this Panzer 38NA, Tier 4 German light tank, and I have played this tank 5 years ago. 5 years ago, when I thought the Mouse was going to be one of the most iconic tanks in World of Tanks, because it got big fat armor, it got a big fat gun, and it's a big fat tank. Still don't have it. You have heard this story before, I still don't have the Mouse. I'm somewhere patting the mud with my VKB, which I have almost 6 cents in again. I moved the crew that I had in the VKB to the E100 because I wanted to keep the E75. And I'm not going to keep the VKB when I have the E75. So the VKB has a really bad crew. Sad thing is, that crew is going to be in the Mouse. So the Mouse is going to have a really bad crew. Meh. Anyway, the Panzer 38NA. Low tier delight. I was actually pretty happy that someone sent in a tank that is lower than tier 6, because Great Cyrus was the only one to send anything below tier 6. Everyone sends me IS-3, Cromwell, lots of Cromwell, more Cromwell, about 15 Cromwell replays, and then maybe something else. And I thought, well, yeah, like the Cromwell is a fun tank, but what about some variety? And then Great Cyrus steps up with a Panzer 38NA. And that is different. Like, that is nostalgia for me. And low tier light tanks are something else. The problem with the Panzer 38NA and other light tanks at tier 4 is you see tier 7, you see +3 matchmaking. However, you can also be top tier in your tier 4 light tank. They get matchmaking from tier 4 to tier 7, not tier 5 to tier 7. So, if it is top tier, it is absolutely amazing. You can basically run around in circles if you know what you're doing. Bottom tier, the Panzer 38NA just is not a scouting light tank, like for example the Lux is. And there is something really scary about seeing, for example... Whoa, thinking of it, when I played my Panzer 38NA, it still had tier 4 to tier 8 matchmaking. My tank was the same length as the barrel of a Lowe, so imagine how I felt playing that tank for the first time, as my first line just started playing World of Tanks. I had no clue what I was doing. And I still sometimes have no clue what I am doing. But the thing is, the gun is just so different. You have such low alpha. You have 70 alpha damage on the top gun on the Panzer 38NA. With 67 penetration, your damage per minute is 1752 if you were to pen all your shots. And that is... that is different. Because you don't feel like you are actually doing damage when you hit something. You do 70 alpha, you know, that's meh. But the thing about this tank is it has 10 degrees of gun depression. I never knew this. And 25 degrees of gun elevation. Did you know this? Because I certainly didn't. But with an accuracy of 0.4, such low alpha and such low penetration, you know, shooting from a distance, like Great Cyrus has been doing this game, is just... it just doesn't feel like it is actually working. Kind of like getting the feeling that it isn't working when you ram a heavy tank in your light tank. Don't ram heavy tanks in your light tank, Cyrus. That's weird. You silly man. It's Thursday today. Last Saturday, we hit 1,000 subscribers. I don't know how that happened, but thank you so much. At this point, I'm recording this. We haven't recorded a celebration for it yet, M4 and I. Because 1, we didn't expect to hit 1,000 so soon. 2, we have no clue how to celebrate it. I don't know. Well, I don't know if we recorded something by the time this video goes up. If we haven't, you probably have not seen a video, so that makes sense. If we have, you have probably seen a video, so that makes sense. But yeah, we don't know really what to do. So in case you have not seen a celebration video, we don't know what to do for celebration. Like last time we did with the numbers. That was a fun idea. That worked. If we don't come up with an idea, we do that again. If we do come up with an idea, we do that. Like, I make a lot of sense at this point. I know, I'm sorry. But I just didn't think we would hit 1,000 subscribers so fast. Because I didn't think that making YouTube videos would ever grow out to be a thing. I just did this for fun. Like, I make videos that I like. And apparently, like, 1,000 and... at this point, 1,009, I believe. Also like it. And that is scary. Like... And same goes for M4. He makes the videos that he likes. And like this is a shared channel, so like 1,000 and something people have decided, you know what, these guys, I like them. I don't know. It feels kind of weird. I cannot explain this feeling, if I'm really honest. I cannot explain the feeling of having like 1,000 people watching you. Well, the average view of our videos are like 300 to 400, maybe 500 on a lucky day, but still, 1,000 people have thought, you know what, this channel, subscribe. So thank you. Thank you for clicking that subscribe button and deciding that two idiots on the internet with a small channel is enough entertainment for you for like maybe 10 minutes a day, 2 times, maybe 3 times a week. And yeah, let's watch Great Cyrus go after the last Hetzer. Yeah, do it. And yeah, well, this Hetzer is basically outplayed. Nothing he can do. And yeah, well, I have nothing else to say, but GG, Great Cyrus, well played. Way. Let's swiftly continue into another light tank, the Type 64, played by Flokyo. And I realized 1 week late by now that the Type 64 was on sale last week during the light tank something mission, where the Type 64 was on sale for, I believe, 30% discount or 50. I think 30% discount. And well, thank you for 1,000 subscribers. But I never mentioned I was good at this whole YouTube thing. Where I might, you know, if you were on the fence of buying this tank last week, this video could have probably helped you, this particular replay, on deciding if you do or did not want to buy it. So if you did not buy it, this this replay might make you regret the decision you made. I'm sorry. But the Type 64 Tier 6 Taiwanese light tank, built on the chassis of a Hellcat with a different turret. It is plonked down in the Chinese tech tree because Taiwan is technically part of China, but not really, because Taiwan wants to be independent, but China's like, wait, what? Anyway, yeah, the Type 64, it carries not a lot of shells. That is a problem, because Flokyo likes to press his fire button and waste all the shells in the ground and the rocks that he sees in front of him. And sometimes he hits a target as well. But what does the Type 64 do? Well, seeing as it's a Tier 6 light tank that is premium, it makes a lot of credits, does crew training, and it does scouting, because it's a scout tank, and that's what scout tanks do. And here on Lakefield, if you're in the middle of the map on the road and there's no one on the enemy team to contest you, well, you can have a field day with the scouting you can do. You can shoot into town, even though, well, Flokyo's team has basically taken over the town with force, because that's what happens on this map. The southern side sits in K7 and K8, shoots at people that might be spotted in the middle, even though they have no spotters. Then the northern team will push the town heavily because they have no real cover they can sit in. They've got a few buildings and that's it. So this map, completely unbalanced, gives the southern team with the rocks and the hills there sense of safety, where the northern team does not have that. So the northern team has to push into town to get safety from the middle, whereas the southern team is safe the moment they enter K6. So right now the meta is the southern team spawns and camps in the back, while the northern team actually has to push into town. So I actually have the feeling when I spawn on the south of this map that we have already lost the game, because I already know exactly what's going to happen. Now this game has not long left, and I want to tell a short story. On the 15th of October, when we hit 1,000 subscribers, me and my friends went to a theme park, amusement park, and it was for literally the whole day. We arrived at 10 and we left at like 10 again. We spent 12 hours there. I always like theme parks, I really do, but I'm starting to wonder why I actually go to them. Like, it's fun when you are in the roller coaster, and that roller coaster might last for a minute. The problem is the waiting lines, the queues. They can last up to 2 hours. So you are waiting 120 minutes for 1 minute of fun. So I'm starting to wonder, why is that a good trade? Why do we pay money to wait 120 minutes? And of those 120 minutes, we have 1 minute of fun. Fair enough, the roller coasters were a lot of fun and you cannot do them anywhere else. But if you go to one of those like bigger events at a theme park because it was a Fright Night, just don't go to one of the bigger events in a theme park. Just don't. Go when it's calm. Like, if it's not like a perfectly sunny day, go. Just go. Like, there's not going to be a lot of people there. And you can do, like, the roller coasters multiple times. Sorry, I just had to get it off my chest because that really bothered me the day we were actually there. Like, there was just too much waiting. Anyway, Flockyo has got one shell left. And it's HG. And you already know what he's going to do. He is going to try and wait to see if he can get the last kill with that high explosive shell for a Fadence medal.